pair of green coveralls. Yeah, will you go pick them up for me? They're at the Cajun Coin Laundry on Ambassador Caffrey. Ask for Maurice. Hey, Bobette, go buy pochés for me, doll. Betty Sue is the most beautiful woman with one eye open. These are things you have when dealing with loving family. Memories of randomness. Ease your suffering in bad times. It sure felt like love. Now I'm a little different than most folks. I like to romanticize things. I enjoy the poetry in life. Others I'm now around like to run me into the ground. I'm going through an awkward transition. I'm heartbroken and it's hard to move around. Nobody cares. They scream constantly to change. Others watch a spectacle from a distance. Probably using me as a negative inspiration, wiping their brow, saying, I'm doing better than him, but you shouldn't miss this. I know down here in the darkness is where my destiny awaits. No matter how outcasted I feel, I will keep the faith. The only thing I stand to make is a new way of being, a world where I get rewarded to create. I know I have what it takes to help others not make the same mistakes. See, I have something most don't, and that is honesty, love, and sincerity. I have a complete angel and devil in me, so I can see both sides equally. Everyone thinks I'm just crazy, stupid, and weak. These are the consequences of coming from a poor family. Negative sound bites, like the harshest shrieks. I feel I could be banished and no one would lose any sleep. I'm worthless, I'm lazy, I'm crazy. When I talk to most family, I get the idea quickly that they don't take me seriously. There's no way in hell they respect me. They give no value that I can write this so eloquently, because as of now, it has provided no money. I don't think they ever sat down and really tried to compare, to try and use me as a vessel in some way, marketing my skills for me helping me create opportunity. I guess you're right. I never put my neck out for any of them. The past always forgotten, the future looking grim. No one remembers how you have supported them. This is somewhere I could build resentment. I can't make it. It makes me want to cry. Everything I've ever believed is a lie. No one will catch you when you fall, and they will exalt themselves above you and gossip with their friends. Disassociate immediately and fill themselves with embarrassment. No active participation or excitement about something you create. They will gladly await the day you give up and break. What's the point of any of it if you have to act a certain way? I don't know. I'm sure if I was to ask one, they would upset me so bad I'd run away, act in a way that made me seem crazy. But there's something awfully poisonous about unwarranted advice. It probably comes from someone who refuses to view life right. Ego impaired, filled with rage, hate, and jealousy, they look at things through black and white lines, always talking rigidly about hard work, self-control, and discipline. Most of these evil men are perverted jerks who prey on the weak, who would shoot a dog in their yard, try to take advantage of an impaired female sexually, throw you out of the house for something super petty. Now I will say that there are exceptions for every rule. How could someone be a decent writer that did so terribly in school? How can someone with no friends connect with the likes of you? God makes a way. That is why I'm not afraid. I don't believe anything that life currently says about me. I'm enjoying the journey. It is impossible to know wisdom without folly, without heartbreak, without empathy. It's very hard to know a lot of things about broken people without being broken. I didn't know anything before I started this journey. Probably for the 5th time on this journey. For when you think you know it all, you realize you know nothing. My endless fight with God for acknowledgement is over. He's finally fully embraced me. I can no longer say that he hasn't faced me. Is that worth anything to you earthlings? Do I have to run around and tell everybody no one wants to see? They just want to figure out a way to make money. If you don't pay, there's no free advertising, no matter how special you might be. Human beings exploit human nature around every corner and on every street. How is it I get a fake record deal every day, constant con artists coming after me? I just made a good song, so I'm inside my imagination hoping something good for me. There's a predator around the corner trying to hurt me. That's one of the rewards from humanity. Most of the platforms for advertisement are farms for creativity. For those who sit on the mountaintop watching everybody, stealing our lives, habits, they build a character or personality around me. Constantly tweaking and adjusting week to week, trying to see how they can control me. They don't need for anything else I do. All this shit's for free. They already know me. They are constantly pushing and prodding, trying to see where my perversion lie. They send fake women to entice me to see how wicked I will be. I will never break because I'm overcome all these things. I've become more evolved and connected through spirituality. It's so funny when I speak to women I don't know about things they don't seem. It's so funny when I speak to women I don't know about things. They don't seem to like me. You'd think they'd like that maybe they could trust me, but I think that it's more important to be able to control the way I think. No interest in friendship with the opposite sex sort of proves it's not a thing. That makes me sad because it would be cool to connect with half of my personality. It's really stupid if I was already somebody, a photo of my feet would be recognized by everybody. But since I'm not, I'm overlooked, not even given a chance by the stranger that scrolls past me. I ask myself why I even want to present myself to a world that doesn't want to see what I preach. More concerned with ultra-rich super success, that's what they see as the best. It's all a mirage in the end, I promise, my friend. All built by the man who has the gold. He makes the rules and continues to rule over you. Do you think with the philosopher's mind? Have you studied the divine? Learned about the history of our world on your free time? You probably never got this far in the speech. Just read enough to have a soundbite you can use to think bad of me. That's cool. No one said this was going to be easy. This is where I need to look into myself, use my past for resiliency. This path is not easy, and at any moment, no one is stopping me. I can leave. I should probably try to incorporate what I'm doing into what others expect of me. I try, I just get so upset from their disdain that I have such a determined mind about such a far-fetched dream. They choose to serve me an overwhelming helping of negativity every time they breathe. Every comment they make, you can hear their hate. I become so sensitive to others' energy. Has anyone ever discussed the consequences of honesty? Troubled by the truth in you, they'd much rather you pass by with everything is great rather than you just be fake today. No, they would rather you just be fake today. I feel like I want to disappear, go on a long break, let ugly win, let it celebrate. My anger trying to drive, wanting to gain the satisfaction of them eating a shit cake. I wonder if that's an emotion people could relate. I check my motives, I must not break. I wrote all this to say that family is great as long as you act a certain way. Did you make it by Poche's? Did you see Maurice at the Cajun Coin Laundry? Did you talk to your daughter about her school day? Did you marry a woman that embraces your love and helps you to be great? Did you play anything safe, or have you just been making blind leaps of faith, hoping God would save the day? I sort of see that maybe this all comes from the same place. The last look I have of my daughter's face when I sat in the back seat and she asked, "Why are you crying, Daddy?" That moment I realized the world had turned on me. The moment I gave up my dignity, I let drugs consume me. Gave into my failure, I started to act in ways that were harmful to my psyche. I try to hide my guilt, but it haunts me. I never wanted to hurt her. She is part of me. I was the first to ever put hands on this little being. The nurses called me man who catches baby. For 3 years, I was a major part of her development. The one who helped her explore her curiosity. Now I'm just a quick story, an odd conversation about someone who is sick and diseased. Subject quickly changed, I'm a forgotten entity. I'm so broken, so discouraged, so weak, mustering up the strength is beyond me. A false claim, a violation of privacy, and a police report where the police never talked to me created a criminal arrest warrant that made me flee. Now I'm separated by 1,500 miles of distance equivalent to 20,000 leagues under the sea. I'm not even a memory. I'm lost at sea, hoping I can inspire someone to believe in me. Why through belief in someone who is so irrational? Nothing good comes from such a rotten seed. A tree by its fruit, man, that is the cornerstone in which I stand. How could I try to build a brand on such barren land? Without a plan or so much an arc, you expect to reach success through text with just a broken heart. You used to be broke because of my wife. She had an epiphany that she would do much better alone in life. Now it reaches much further than her. Now it's my entire family. This just doesn't seem right. I sit here and I cry. I sort of hate this life. I can't help it. I know this feeling isn't right. I don't do anything anyone wants me to do, so this is what I do instead. It's okay if you don't relate. I'm glad everything is going good in your head. You should probably try to connect with your wife. Don't be such a drag to your kids. Make sure they're not harboring hate because they live in a place where you have to act a certain way. They express their fear, their pain on a certain day, and instead of comfort, you threw it in their face. Made them feel like a disgrace. Told them they had to stay, they couldn't play. Punished for honesty, we learned to cover everything with deceit. From the people, from the Pope to the presidency, we all lie constantly. Everyone but me. They say if it's everybody else, it's just you dodging accountability for not following rules that are just given to me by a power that can defeat me. Don't you see at the core what all that means? I bother no man and live in complete peace, but this monster still pursues me. If I'm not careful, it will catch and eat me. Try to rid of me, try to extinguish me.